Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by saying this. Success isn't something you stumble upon by accident. It's a result of intentional, disciplined effort, guided by a mindset that refuses to settle for less. Today, I want to share with you the secret to success and self-mastery, a secret that has transformed my life and the lives of countless others. First, success begins with your mindset. Your beliefs about yourself, your potential, and your purpose set the trajectory of your life. If you believe you are limited, your results will reflect that limitation. But when you embrace a mindset of abundance, faith, and possibility, you unlock doors that were previously closed. Now, mindset alone isn't enough. Self-mastery is the cornerstone of lasting success. What is self-mastery? It's the ability to control your thoughts, emotions, and actions, even when the circumstances try to pull you off course. Before you can master your business, your relationships, or your finances, you must master yourself. Here's the truth. Motivation will come and go, but discipline is what sustains you over the long haul. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps you burning. It's waking up every day and doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Another essential principle is the power of sowing and reaping. The universe operates on a law: what you give out, you get back. Sow patience, sow integrity, sow value into your work and relationships, and over time, success will harvest itself. This principle requires faith and patience. You may not see results overnight, but trust me, they are coming. God has given each of us unique talents and gifts. Success isn't just about knowing what you can do. It's about applying that knowledge practically every day. When you couple your talents with action, you create unstoppable momentum. The secret to success and self-mastery is not hidden in some mystical formula. It's right in front of you: mindset, self-control, discipline, sowing and reaping, and action. Master these and you will master your life. I want you to understand something fundamental right now. Success begins not with what you do, but with what you believe. It all starts inside your mind. The beliefs you hold, the stories you tell yourself, the way you see your potential, those are the seeds from which your entire life will grow. You see, too many people think success is about talent, luck, or having the perfect opportunity. But those things alone won't get you where you want to go. What separates those who achieve greatness from those who stay stuck is mindset. Your mindset is your mental framework, your internal GPS that guides your actions and decisions every day. If your mindset is negative, fearful, or limited, your results will mirror that. If your mindset is positive, faith, driven, and expansive, your results will match that too. What do you truly believe about your ability to succeed? Do you believe that success is only for a select few? Or do you believe it's your birthright? Do you believe that obstacles are roadblocks? Or do you see them as stepping stones? The answers to these questions matter deeply because your beliefs will shape the way you show up in the world. Think about the most successful people you know. What do they all have in common? Not just talent or education, but a mindset that refuses to quit, that sees opportunity where others see problems. This kind of mindset is what I call an abundance mindset. It's the belief that there is more than enough success, wealth, and happiness to go around, and that you can claim your share. But shifting your mindset isn't always easy. Many of us have been conditioned to think small. Maybe you grew up hearing that money doesn't grow on trees, or people like us don't get rich, or you have to be lucky to succeed. These are lies planted in your mind, limiting you before you even begin. The good news is, you have the power to uproot those limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering truths. One way to begin this shift is through the practice of renewing your mind daily. Fill your thoughts with faith-filled declarations and positive affirmations. Surround yourself with people who believe in possibility, who encourage growth, and who inspire you to be better. Remember, your mind is like a garden. What you plant, you will harvest. If you plant seeds of doubt and fear, that's what you'll grow. But if you plant seeds of confidence, faith, and persistence, success will follow. Let me share something important from the Word of God, because Myron Golden always emphasizes the power of spiritual foundation in success. In Proverbs it says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This means your inner thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they define your character and ultimately your destiny. If you want to change your life, you must first change your thinking. Success is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice and belief. When you start to believe that you are capable, worthy, and designed for greatness, you begin to act differently. You take on challenges with confidence. You persevere through failures because you know they are temporary. You don't settle for average because you understand your potential is extraordinary. The first and most important step on the road to success is to reset your mindset. Examine your beliefs closely. Are they helping you or holding you back? Choose to adopt a mindset of faith, abundance, and perseverance. Believe that success is available to you, no matter where you come from or what you've been through. Your beliefs shape your reality. Change your mind and you change your life. That's the secret. That's the foundation of success. And once your mind is set right, the doors to self-mastery and achievement will begin to open wide before you. Before you can truly master the world around you, you must first master yourself. Self-mastery is the bedrock upon which all lasting success is built. It's the ability to govern your thoughts, emotions, habits, and actions, even when life tries to pull you off course. Without this control, no matter how many opportunities come your way, your success will be limited and temporary. You can't expect to steer a ship if you don't have control over the helm. Your life is the ship, and you are the captain. But if your mind is chaotic, your emotions unstable, or your habits undisciplined, how can you possibly navigate toward your goals with confidence and purpose? That's why self-mastery is not optional, it's essential. Many people want success, but they want it to come without the internal work. They want wealth, freedom, and respect, but they struggle with procrastination, negative thoughts, or unhealthy behaviors. They expect external circumstances to change first, believing that if they had the right job, the right partner, or the right break, then they'd be able to succeed. But the truth is the opposite. You must first change yourself internally before your external world changes. Self-mastery means developing control over your mind. It means you decide which thoughts you allow to take root and which you reject. The mind is powerful. It can be your best friend or your worst enemy. If you let fear, doubt, or discouragement dominate, you will sabotage your own progress. But when you train your mind to focus on what's possible, to remain calm under pressure, and to keep moving forward despite setbacks, you create a powerful engine for success. Emotions are equally important to master. Life will throw you curveballs: stress, criticism, disappointment, failure. Without emotional control, these can lead you to react impulsively, make poor decisions, or give up altogether. But self-mastery equips you to respond thoughtfully, stay composed, and use challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. The daily choices you make, how you spend your time, the people you surround yourself with, your level of discipline, these form habits that either build you up or tear you down. Mastering yourself means deliberately cultivating positive habits and breaking destructive ones. It's waking up early, prioritizing your health, managing your finances wisely, and committing to continuous learning. These small but consistent acts compound over time into unstoppable momentum. Self-mastery is a reflection of character, and character is what God uses to elevate a person. In the scriptures, it's said, He who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much. This means that when you master small things, your thoughts, your time, your emotions, you prove that you can be trusted with bigger things. Success isn't about luck or timing. It's about integrity and self-control. The path to success is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And to finish strong, you must pace yourself by mastering your inner world. The good news is self-mastery is learnable. It takes daily practice, patience, and commitment, but it's within your reach. I challenge you to start today by asking yourself, where do I lack control? What habits are holding me back? What emotions or thoughts do I need to master? Take ownership of your inner world, because the power to change your external circumstances lies within you. When you master yourself, you become unstoppable. No matter what happens outside, you will stand firm, make wise decisions, and keep moving toward your goals. Self-mastery is the foundation of lasting success. Control yourself first, and everything else will follow. Let me be clear about something that many people misunderstand. Motivation is not the key to lasting success. Motivation is powerful, but it is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. One day, you feel on fire, ready to conquer the world, and the next day, that fire feels like a flickering candle barely burning. If you rely only on motivation to get you through, you will find yourself stuck, inconsistent, and frustrated. That's why discipline is far more important. Discipline is what carries you forward when motivation fades away. Motivation is that emotional high, a rush of excitement, enthusiasm, or inspiration. It's what gets you started. But motivation is unpredictable. You cannot control it. It can be influenced by circumstances, mood, or external events. Some days you might wake up feeling highly motivated, but what about the days when you don't? The days when you're tired, discouraged, or distracted? On those days, motivation might be nowhere to be found. Discipline, on the other hand, is a habit. It's a choice you make consistently regardless of how you feel. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't want to. It means showing up, putting in the work, and staying committed no matter what. This is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who only dream about them. I want you to think about an athlete training for a championship. They don't wait around for motivation to show up. They train every day, rain or shine, tired or energized. That consistent effort, that discipline, is what builds their skill and strength. The same principle applies in business, education, personal growth. Whatever success means to you, discipline creates structure in your life. It organizes your time, focuses your energy, and sets boundaries against distractions. When you are disciplined, you develop routines and systems that keep you moving forward. You don't leave your progress to chance or feelings. You build habits that automate success. There's a spiritual principle that Myron Golden often reminds us of. Discipline is a fruit of character and a sign of maturity. The Bible teaches that a wise man disciplines himself, but a fool is impulsive. Discipline is not about punishment, it's about empowerment. It gives you control over your destiny rather than letting circumstances control you. Discipline fuels resilience. When you're disciplined, failure doesn't defeat you. It motivates you to get back up, learn, and improve. You develop grit, the ability to persevere through tough times. That perseverance is essential because success rarely happens overnight. It's the result of consistent, disciplined effort over months and years. Motivation is like the spark that lights a fire, but discipline is the wood that keeps the fire burning. If you want to accomplish big things, you must build discipline. That means creating daily habits, setting clear goals, and holding yourself accountable. It means saying no to distractions and temptations that pull you away from your purpose. If you're waiting for motivation to push you through, you might be waiting a long time. But if you cultivate discipline, you'll keep moving forward no matter what. Success belongs to those who show up and do the work consistently. So I challenge you today, don't rely on motivation alone. Build discipline, make it a non-negotiable part of your life, because discipline is what turns dreams into reality. It's the secret weapon that will carry you beyond temporary feelings and into lasting success. One of the most powerful principles you must understand on your journey to success is the law of sowing and reaping. This principle isn't just a metaphor or a nice saying. It's a spiritual and practical truth that governs how life works. Whatever you put into your life, your time, your energy, your resources, your attitude, will eventually come back to you, often multiplied. Success follows the natural law of sowing and reaping, and mastering this principle will transform the way you approach your goals. To sow means to plant seeds. In life, those seeds can be anything: the effort you put into your work, the kindness you show others, the knowledge you invest in learning, or the money you give to causes greater than yourself. But sowing requires faith, because when you plant a seed, you don't see the fruit immediately. You have to trust the process and wait for the harvest. Patience is a crucial part of this principle. In our fast-paced world, we want instant results, but real success takes time. You may work hard today and not see any immediate payoff. You might invest in relationships or a business venture and face setbacks. But if you keep sowing faithfully, you will reap a harvest in due season. Remember, every great success story involves seasons of preparation, planting, and growth before the breakthrough comes. Faith is the engine that powers your sowing. It's the belief that what you are doing is not in vain. Even when the world tells you to quit, faith keeps you going. It's the conviction that the seeds you plant today will bring a future harvest. Many people fail not because they didn't work hard, but because they gave up too soon. Don't make that mistake. Trust the law of sowing and reaping and continue to give your best. Giving is also a fundamental part of this process. When you give, whether it's time, money, or encouragement, you activate this law in your favor. Myron Golden often teaches that generosity is not just a nice thing to do. It's a strategic move in the game of success. Giving creates goodwill, opens doors, and blesses you in return. It's not about charity alone, but about investing in a cycle of prosperity. The Bible puts it clearly: give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. This is not just spiritual talk, it's a principle of life and business. When you sow generously, you prepare yourself to reap abundantly, but be careful. Sowing requires wisdom too. It's not about scattering your resources blindly or hoping for luck. It's about strategic planting, investing in yourself, your business, and your community in ways that align with your goals and values. Smart sowing leads to a fruitful harvest. I want to encourage you today: start sowing where you want to reap. Invest your time, your effort, your money, and your love wisely. Be patient, knowing that the harvest will come. Keep faith alive, even when you don't see immediate results. Trust in the power of sowing and reaping. Success is not magic, it's a law. When you live by this law, your efforts multiply, your goals become attainable, and your life moves toward abundance. Master this principle, and you'll unlock the door to consistent, lasting success. I want to speak to you today about a truth that often gets overlooked in the pursuit of success. It's not enough to know your talents or have knowledge, you must put them into action. You've been gifted with unique abilities and talents by God, and those gifts are powerful. But gifts alone don't create success. The key is to leverage those talents through consistent, practical action. Too many people waste their lives sitting on potential. They know they're gifted, but they don't take the steps necessary to develop or use those gifts. Or they gather knowledge and inspiration but fail to apply it. Knowledge without application is like a seed kept in a packet. It has all the potential to grow, but if you never plant it, it remains useless. God has uniquely designed each of us with specific talents and purpose. Recognizing your gifts is the first step, but the next and more important step is to take responsibility for growing those talents and using them in the marketplace of life. This requires effort, discipline, and action. Often teaches that talent is like raw material. It's valuable, but it must be refined and shaped through work. Think about a diamond in the rough. Without the jeweler's skill and effort to cut and polish it, that diamond remains just a stone. In the same way, your talents need to be honed and applied before they can produce results. Practical action means turning your ideas into plans and your plans into steps. It means moving beyond dreaming and talking into doing. You can read every book on success, attend every seminar, or watch countless motivational videos, but none of that will change your life until you put what you learn into practice. Faith and action go hand in hand. The Bible tells us in James 2:17, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. You must act on your faith and on the talents God has given you. Step out, even if you feel unsure. Take small steps consistently, and over time, those steps will lead to breakthroughs. Also, leveraging your talents means understanding the value of your time and focusing on what you do best. Don't try to be everything to everyone. Focus your energy where your strengths lie and delegate or learn to say no to distractions. This focus amplifies your results and maximizes your impact. Practical action includes learning from failure and adjusting your approach. Not every action will yield immediate success. Sometimes you stumble, but each failure is a lesson, a refining process. Use those lessons to improve and grow. Your talents are a gift, but success is a choice. It's a decision to move beyond knowing who you are and what you can do, into doing it consistently and with excellence. Don't wait for the perfect moment or for motivation to come knocking. Start now with what you have where you are. When you leverage your God-given talents with practical action, you unlock doors of opportunity that no one can shut. You create value for others, build confidence in yourself, and develop a legacy that lasts. Don't waste your gifts by sitting on the sidelines. Step into your purpose, work hard, and watch how your life transforms. As we bring this journey to a close, I want you to remember this truth. Success and self-mastery are not mysterious secrets reserved for a chosen few. They are principles, laws, and choices available to each and every one of us. It all starts with your mindset. The beliefs you hold shape your reality. When you shift your thinking to one of faith, abundance, and possibility, you set the stage for success. But mindset alone is not enough. You must master yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your habits, because without control within, you cannot sustain control without. Motivation will light the fire, but discipline is what keeps it burning day after day, through every challenge and every setback. Understand and live by the law of sowing and reaping. Give generously, be patient, and keep the faith. What you plant today determines the harvest you will receive tomorrow. And finally, don't just know your talent. Leverage them with consistent, practical action. Move from knowledge to doing, from potential to performance. Success is not a coincidence, it's a choice. A commitment to these principles and to yourself. The power to change your life is already inside you. So rise up, take ownership of your mindset, master yourself, commit to discipline, sow with faith, and act on your gifts. When you do this, success isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Thank you, and go make your life extraordinary.